We're going to do a little quiz this morning. That's some questions based on some of the things that we've done over the last couple of weeks. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and maybe we could do it in pairs. It's a bamboozle. Maybe you've seen
Is that a sequel? Sequel. Or maybe it's a spin-off. I think it's a spin-off.
Ah, okay.
Well, picture might be giving a clue, mightn't it?
Okay. It's spinning. That's why it should be a spin-off,
right.
I guess.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Okay, let's check. Very well done. All right, so next up we have Alina and Paulina. Picture's not particularly giving you any clues on this one, I'm afraid. Don't be confused by the picture.
But I like it a lot.
I don't know, sustainable environment, but it's not from what we discussed last lesson.
No. Alina, any guesses? Conferring with your partner?
I'm thinking about a friendly environment, but I'm not sure again.
Okay, so your final answer together?
Friendly?
Sustainable.
Oh, right. We'll check to see if it's either one of those. It's not.
Okay.
Groundbreaking, I guess. Yeah.
Which one are we going to go for?
Let's go for groundbreaking.
Groundbreaking.
Yay.
Oh, well done. Yes, it came to you at the end, I think so. Okay.
Sites like wooden churches,
Okay.
Onezhskaya lakes, and there are lots of dark, dense forests, lakes and rivers. I've been there twice, and I really love this location.
I wish I could live in a place which is quite close to Alina's, that Alina told us, but it's much more unfriendly. I mean, talking about weather, it's Scotland. I really would like to visit it one day and maybe to live, but I don't know. I need to visit it first, yeah. And just because of this breathtaking landscape, or maybe again to find this peace, it's a quiet place, and some of the history of people is great. So I tend to study it in some way.
My first thought about this is like a nice, warm destination, like a kind of island, like at the coast of Mexico or something. But just for that pure relaxation vibes and like.
Turn away from the main road or somewhere, go to the suburbs. It's gonna be same level.
Yes, not really, not an ideal. You could find yourself in a sticky situation quite quickly. Yes, yeah. Alina?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that all these people, they were talking about ambience of the cities, countries, the atmosphere of them and so on. But actually, I think that when people are dreaming about moving somewhere, they kind of look through rose-colored glasses. And when it comes to moving, it usually takes some time to, get used to things, or what do we call this process? Acculturation or...
Assimilation maybe.
Assimilation, yeah, maybe, yeah. And there are even some steps, like the first step is like honeymoon period or something like this, where when you're just like in love with the new environment, and then things usually get worse.
Yeah, I mean, I've got my experience is like living here now in Spain, in Barcelona, and I've been here nearly 12 years now. and I'm still not used to the culture, and I'm still like struggle with that after like such a long time. So I think living in a different country, in a different culture, in a different probably even a different city, I don't know, but like I think it would, I don't know, I feel like it would take a lot. It takes a lot to feel comfortable in a place, like if you're not from there, whether it's a country or I feel like even if I chose to live in Ireland or in the north of England or in Scotland, I would struggle as well, like culturally and with things, you know. I'd have less problems than I do in Spain, but like it's not easy, like living in a different place.
But have you already accepted all the disadvantages of living there?
I don't know.
Are there any?
Yes, if there are.
I mean, I feel like I haven't, you know, one of the things is there's not like friends and family close, like, you know, like close friends and family. So that's always like a problem, I would say, for us, just like being able to rely on people or having people that really know you, that you can chat to or hang out with, and you know, the friends that I have here aren't necessarily even they're not from the UK, so they're like, they might be English speaking friends, but they don't have the same they don't have the same upbringing as I do and the same cultural sort of references. And I feel like that like after such a long period of time, I've begun to realize like how important those things are in your sort of your daily life, with the smallest things like music or just like daily interactions with people, jokes and small things that you can't relate to things, and people can't relate to UTs of culture. Is anyone aware of this what is it? It's a term, let's call it a term, the cities of culture or capitals of culture. Have you ever heard of this before? No, maybe not. Maybe it's something that I'm really more familiar with in England.
We probably have it in Russian because we have Moscow as a capital, and then we usually treat St. Petersburg as the capital of culture of Russia, or the cultural capital. In Russian, it's a little different, but it's like the city that represents the cultural.
Well, the questions here. Yeah, I'm just going to get you to just discuss it very briefly, like literally 2 minutes. Okay, so there's two questions. If you scroll down to the second page on the Google document, it says, "What do you understand by the term capital of culture?" So Galina sort of started that idea a little bit there, maybe, and it says, "Why do you think a city would want to become one?" Okay, so I'll put you into breakout room 2, 4. One of you will be a group of 3. And if you could just like briefly discuss that, literally 2 minutes. Any thoughts, Katarina?
We were thinking about this phenomenon, and we were trying to think about that in other countries. Like in Russia, as we said, we have just, I think because of historical reasons, because of the revolution, the capital city moved. And that's why we say that St. Petersburg as our national heritage there. And that's why this is cultural capital. We were thinking about Britain and British Museum, by the way. And we remembered all those memes about British people collecting all those stuff from all over the world to their museum. Yeah, and like a lot of people want to visit it again just because it's like the collection in one place, and it's really interesting. Like you don't need to travel yourself somewhere else to see all that treasure from all over the world.
Stolen artifacts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Nice. All right. Well, let's continue.